Welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Travel Alert. I'm Steve Glenn.
I'm Paul Glenn.
Hey, Paul, today we're talking about our good old friend of 54 years, Southwest Airlines. Big news. And for the last year, we've seen this coming, haven't we?
Talked about it, yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about it because Wall Street circled the wagons around Southwest and said, we're going to make them more profitable. Mm-hmm. So they've invested millions and millions of dollars in Southwest, and then they went on and tried to capture their board, kick off their CEO. And now, ladies and gentlemen, both business travelers and vacation travelers are going to see big news, big changes coming at us.
Lots of changes.
My headline for this week's Weekly Traveler reads, "The old Southwest is dead. Say hello to just another airline."
Just another.
You know, Paul, 54 years. They've been working with Southwest, and they stood out. They were kind of lovable. Mm-hmm. They were basically...
They were kind of the fun airline.
Yeah, they were fun. They were an oddball.
Very vacation-focused, family-focused.
And they weren't corporate stayed like this. Mm-hmm. You know, they were kind of... They'd tell jokes, right?
The safety stuff.
And then they'd hand out peanuts and called them peanut fares. And, of course... They always had the bags fly free. They even had it on the side of their airplanes. Mm-hmm. They had to do a lot of painting
big
now.
Marketing, yeah.
Yeah, they had to do a lot of painting. And then all that's gone. As of this month, the month of May, mm-hmm. All that is changed. The culture's changed and everything. It's basically being just like the other three, just Wall Street-driven people that... don't always put the fun side first.
It'll be interesting to see or hear how much the personality changes. You know, it's a lot of these changes make it so that operationally they're going to be like the other big three or like the big three, but does the personality go with that? And I think that's going to be the interesting part.
Now, some of this stuff a lot of people would say is negative, and some of it maybe for corporate travelers could be positive.
And I think that's probably what's driving this is I think, when you recognize how the corporate traveler travels and how they buy, it's different than what the Southwest model has entailed because they're spending other people's money. And so they want some of the benefits or perks. And they want, for a guy like me, I haven't flown Southwest for probably well over 10 years because I'm not going to risk a middle seat. Okay. I will not risk a middle seat. So you can now end that because of some of the changes that are being put in place.
So I put together a list of 5 big changes coming to Southwest Airlines. They happen this week, and we're going to start through this one by one. The big one. This starts May 28th, which is last week. End of bags fly free policy after 54 years. If you bought a ticket after May 28th of 2025, you're going to get a fee of $35 for the first checked bag and $45 for the second one. So, Paul, that raises $400 million.
Significant. And that's actually more extreme. That's a lot of moolah. That's more extreme than what we anticipated.
Yeah.
I want to say 6 months ago, before they announced any of this was coming, we were expecting that they'd go from bags fly free to bag flies free.
One bag,
to take it from 2 to 1. So to go to no free bags, that's a significant change and has a significant financial impact for them.
Yeah. Now there are some exceptions to the rule. If you're a part of if you buy a business select fare, mm-hmm. okay, or a Rapid Rewards A-list preferred member, okay. And if you have the Rapid Rewards credit cards, you get 1 free bag. So some people may just want to get their credit card just for free bags if they travel Southwest mm-hmm. a lot. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know about the free companion pass. Now, our good friend #Snurdly, but a year ago got the credit card and got his free companion pass, and they did that again this past year.
I was surprised by that as well.
Yeah, we were surprised. It'll be interesting to see it next year mm-hmm. if they keep that going. But I don't know if that gives. I imagine you have to pay probably for your bags. I haven't researched that, but maybe we should research that.
Yep.
So anyway, bags fly free. Say goodbye to bags fly free on Southwest Airlines. Maybe we should play a little taps here for the the old Southwest Airlines. So anyway, number 2 is they're going to have assigned seating. So that's going to happen early in 2026, Paul. And that'll probably make you and a lot of our business travelers
Corporate
happy.
traveler might open up to flying Southwest that historically may not have because of the just unknown of getting stuck in that middle seat.
You bet. And they're also going to have some, just like all the other airlines, they've gone from being unique to being
Copycat.
me too.
Yeah,
me too.
copycat.
Yeah. But I guess they feel that the revenue off of that. So they're going to have assigned seats, and they're going to also have bigger seats up front, just like
They're going to have some added leg room and some things
economy
like that.
plus
Economy
type-
plus type
type
seats.
seats.
Yep,
So
not a business class.
for people like you, me, and hashtag here, it was 6 foot plus. Your knees aren't against the wall, so to speak. So that's good news, I guess. Assigned seats, but those assigned seats you're going to pay for, right? A lot of them you're going to say, a window seat, that costs
Premium,
more. An aisle seat, it costs more. So my guess is there's almost $1 billion there.
It's a lot of nickel and diamond.
Yeah, that's right.
Just like everybody else.
Me too.
Yep.
Okay, number 3. They're introducing basic economy fares. On May 28th, Southwest introduced basic economy fares, which basically replaced want-to-get-away fares.
But it's a big deal because it's a lot more restrictive.
Oh,
and I
very.
think this is going to cause a lot of frustration for the travelers that are leisure travelers. They don't
can't
travel
change your
often. They
ticket.
don't understand what the impact of basic economy. They're just looking at what the rate is. But yeah, you can't change the ticket. It's non-refundable. So once you buy it, you're stuck with it. And if something happens, there's no value left to it.
Yeah, so it's like the other ones, the Me Too's.
I know on the corporate side, we turn these off. So,
Yeah.
with our online booking tools, we make it so they're not even accessible just because the corporate traveler, it doesn't work to have a
Needs
ticket that
needs
doesn't have
flexibility.
any value if there's anything that changes.
Number 4, on this week's big changes coming to Southwest Airlines, they launched last year red-eye flights and international partnerships. So they basically are working with Iceland Air, and I mean, who to believe, Southwest, who used to just do short hops around the
Domestic,
U.S.,
yep.
would now be an international. Of course, their Hawaii network is big and been very successful. And so we're going to see them expand their networks. Obviously, the naturals are to Mexico
Yep.
and any of Central America. Those are the natural ones that they have and will continue to focus on. They pushed out to Hawaii. It's a little bit different going all the way to Europe, though, so I don't sense that they're going to jump on that right away.
It'll be interesting to see how the faring and all that works with those types of things. But, they're trying to figure out how to compete. And, this definitely is a big step for them.
Well, in the 5th item we have on big changes to Southwest Airlines. And first, we'd like to thank Executive Travel for sponsoring this show. Been going at this how many years, Paul?
39 years.
39 years. You can find us on the web at executivetravel.com and on our good old YouTube channel.
Executive Travel.
All right. And we also send a weekly travel alert email out to 100,000 people around this globe every Tuesday at 10:30. If you haven't received a copy, go to our website, executivetravel.com, and sign up for it. You have a program that's a cool one on Friday.
The Travel Weekend Review, which is just pretty much general media articles that I come across through the week that I think might be relevant for people. So it can be anything from the things we're talking about here to, anything.
We like to make things very kind of short and sweet. Make it so you can read through it in a matter of a minute or two. We understand you've got a busy day. We figure if we can give you a snapshot of what's going on in the travel industry, you're likely to take a peek at it. And we've noticed that people really love our newsletter.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of emails now that say, hey, I've been getting your newsletter for 20 years and I'm retiring. Can I still get it at home?
Yep.
And so we change a lot of those people's emails. So that's number 5 on the list of big changes coming to Southwest. They're basically enhancing their Rapid Rewards program, and they are earning more points on business select fares, but fewer on want to get away. So they're saying a point is not a point. It can be a big point or a tiny point.
Well, and I think that's the thing is it's another revenue maximizer is, they're going to get to this point. And again, your corporate traveler that's not going to do the basic economy. Well, they're also going to earn more rewards, get some more benefits. I would imagine at some point, with those seats with extra leg room, then those with more points can either use points or they'll have status of some sort to where they might be able to upgrade depending upon how much you travel. So, I really think, when we're looking at this in another 6 or 12 months and we see how all the dust settles, that they are going to be just like the other three with their programs and their points and status and all that type of stuff.
It's been very interesting to see that. And it's interesting how the low-cost carriers are now expanding extensively into all these areas. The Frontier, Allegiant. I did some work on an Allegiant the other day and figured even if they gave me a free ticket, if I needed to check on 2 pieces of luggage, assign a seat, and have a carry-on, I would pay like $450 for that free ticket. Yeah, what a deal. Okay. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Paul's going to tell you more about how you can support us.
Please like, subscribe, share, and add any comments or feedback on topics that would be of interest for future episodes. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, Paul likes to hit that. He says, well, now I might even fly them.
No, won't go there.
Okay.